Now it's time to talk about one of the hugest backbones of WordPress, and that is WordPress Plugins. If you're new to WordPress, or even if you're old to WordPress, it's amazing what different functionalities plugins can provide your website. There are literally a million developers, people that just know PHP, that are making up things that help WordPress do different things. And it's crazy. I mean, you can find a plugin to do about anything that you want WordPress to do, almost. And you can find a lot of plugins. We'll go into plugin basics here shortly, but yeah, as an example, I just went to Google and I wanted a crazy example for plugins that were available. And so I started to type in WordPress wedding plugin. Sure enough, somebody has developed plugins for registries, RSVP, countdown plugin. I mean, so let's take a peek. How about the countdown plugin? So I go there, here you go, the countdown plugin. Woo, it's a countdown, it's a widget. Whatever. So I'm going to click that. Let's see what happens. Okay, now this is a widget and not a plugin, but same concept pretty much. This is what's going to happen when you find a plugin that you want to use. All you do is you click here, you download it, and then you can install it. Now, let's see. Oh, here's something. When you get to a plugin, always down here at the bottom, there'll be this thing down here, stars. This one has not been tested. And I tell you what, with plugins, you want documentation. Some plugins, like they'll have image resizer. That means you take a large image, you put it in a place where you want a small image to go, and it actually changes the width and height, kind of, sort of, but it looks like it does in the WordPress environment. So for something like that, change the image size, maybe you don't need a lot of documentation. But when it comes to forms, e-commerce, payment making, things that you're going to use throughout your site that could be quite complex, you want documentations. I'm going to say 80% of plugins are free, but there are some out there that are very expensive, and they may or may not do a good job. But let's click the back button, see what else we can find here. How about this one? Wedding plugins, the top 15 best wedding plugins. Whatever. So here you go. And here we have, you can preview the plugin, download it. They've got 5 stars, 22 5 stars, and view the plugin. Click here to view the plugin. Yay! We can download it. What you want to look for, almost all of these, they'll have directions on installation, frequently asked questions, screenshots so you can see what the plugin looks like, reviews, and you want to go into that thoroughly, because plugins are almost like themes as far as what they say they do and what you actually get. So, but all you do is you click the download button here, but go into the documentation and look at, also down here they tell you the functionality, what it does, step by step. Also, all plugins do not work with all themes, and sometimes this plugin doesn't play well with that plugin. So you can be real happy with an existing plugin that does something totally different, but some developer in Hong Kong makes this plugin over here, and it tears all the data out from the plugin that you like over here. Then your site goes down. It's a nightmare. So you want to read through these very carefully, see how they're ranked. Also, see what type of support they have. Do they have a forum where you can ask questions? But then once you get the plugin, then at that point, then we can just go in here and you can just go in here to your site and just click plugins. And all of your plugins are going to be listed right here. And I'm working a multi-site. We have a section on multi-sites, but if I go into all of my plugins on the multi-sites, and these are plugins for all of my sites, but here we go. And I'm going to review plugins that you really want. But the reason I came in here was I can just, once you download a plugin to install it, you just go into plugins and click add new. It's very simple. So I'm going to click the add new button. And then once I click add new, it might say upload plugin. And if I click upload plugin, I've already downloaded it. So all I have to do now is click choose file. And in my case, I put my plugins for download on my desktop. And here you go. This is the name of one of the plugins. Or I could do this one. All you do is you click this. It unzips the file, and then it's installed. I mean, that's how easy it is. I'm going to click cancel, and I'm going to click my back button, and I'll click back again. So here are all of my plugins. You can activate them or deactivate them, and it's that simple. Usually they'll have some details about the plugin here. We'll have an upcoming episode about plugins that I think you should surely have, like this one, Yoast, Google Analytics by Yoast. This is a key one. But once they're activated, depending upon the plugin that you're working with, you may see different theme options or dashboard options show up over here. But that's how you get them. That's how you install them. Here's how you activate or deactivate them. Another word of caution is, I've heard developers say, "Oh, I have enough plugins. I have enough plugins." So the more plugins you have, the slower your site will load. And if you're going to be gung-ho on plugins, you may want to pay a lot more money to your web server. You might, instead of paying $3 a month, go up to $19 a month. And if you're doing business and you're getting good business and you can afford to get a dedicated server just for your WordPress site, you can pay $75 and it'll speed the hell out of your, then you can have 80 gazillion plugins. Nobody cares. But be careful. Don't just, if you're new to this, don't load up with 100 plugins, because then it's going to take people to like 10 minutes to get into your website and you'll get zero traffic. That's our introduction to plugins. We'll go more in depths in following titles.